Well, the server scrap down continues, and we're right back in the same quandary I was in before. Scrap it or sell it. Love it or list it. Oops. This one is an IBM system 3650M4. Well, okay. Shielded RAM. I don't resell RAM because I have no way to test it. And yeah, there's some things I just scrap. You could pop this off if you wanted to. I think it's aluminum, so you certainly could pop that off, put it in with your aluminum, and then sell this as clean shielded RAM. I think you just have to get this clip off, and I just don't have time. Well, number one, I don't have time, and number two, my hands have been giving me a lot of difficulty with the cold weather. And it's just, I don't want to fight with this. I just want to get it done. Get it done, sell the material, and keep the paychecks coming in. I have to do that. Otherwise, I'll be up to my navel in e-scrap, and I don't want that either. I do, but I don't. I actually really like doing e-scrap. It's a lot of fun. I get to do this really cool YouTube channel, and I get to meet all kinds of really cool people. And I get to go treasure hunting. Crap. This is going to hang up on the, there we go. I don't have a year on this one yet. I don't see, usually there's a metal plate over here in the corner, but the CPU should have a date on it, which should give me some idea when this was made. Just going on what I've been seeing, it's going to probably be the early 90s. And this is clean. I can't believe how clean this is. This doesn't even look like it was used. Look at that. That is clean. There's no dust, no dirt, no anything. Makes me sick. Okay, this will be an Intel chip. AMD chips are usually flat. Completely flat. Oh, don't do that. Don't you do that. No, don't you do that. Crap. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Intel Xeon. I don't have a year on here. E4. E52620V2. It doesn't have a date on it. Let's look it up by the serial number. Again, look how clean that thing is. Oh, if I had a vintage computer market, I'd be making bank right now, let me tell you. Oh well. I try to put these things back together because it really really becomes a pain in the keister when you go to ship these, and these fiddly things are all over the place. I probably will actually take that bracket off. Again, that is clean. That probably is aluminum. It's got a part number on it. I will scrape that with the grinder just to make sure it's not copper. I don't think it is. It's not heavy. Like copper is super heavy. I mean, if it's copper, you know it's copper. If you know, you know. I'm trying to really stay focused on my objective with these videos, which is to show you what's inside. You know, I've been doing them one at a time. I don't really care to do hour-long marathons. Just I'd rather just do what I'm doing, I think. Now these are some amazing chips. I'm actually going to take some pictures and see what board sort we'll buy those as, and then I'll probably just sell them. See, my problem is I can't test this stuff. I can't test it. I don't know if it works or not. I mean, I can't imagine any reason it wouldn't, but okay. Let's get at it, as they say. Actually, servers are surprisingly easy to take apart. Usually. You'll hear me say often, if you have to force it, you've just missed something somewhere. You shouldn't have to force these things. Shouldn't have to Godzilla the thing, as I like to say. Got that from an old boss of mine. You don't have to Godzilla the thing. Godzilla. Godzilla. They don't have the strength to Godzilla things. I'm a girl. Girls don't Godzilla things. Boy. A lot of, there's just a lot of things to take apart. And usually servers are fairly accessible to, because people have to upgrade things and replace components without replacing the whole server. So okay, come on. Adapter card. So that's got a very nice processing card in it. I'm going to presume that I'll get a Goldfinger card out of here. Ooh, look at that. I am being a little more careful with this in case I make the decision to try and resell any of this. I prefer not to break anything. So I hope everybody's doing something fun for St. Valentine's Day. If you've ever read the history of St. Valentine, that man really had a terrible end to his life. God. but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to wreck anybody's Valentine's Day. Okay. As I said, I don't think there's much here to pull apart. Oh, come on. There you go. Nice gold finger card. Doing it. Wow. So I will take the brackets off. I'll sell these as clean gold finger cards. They don't have a heat sink, and I will take the bracket off. I mean, seriously? It takes 2 seconds to take the bracket off. Usually. There's another one here. Yeah. Same thing here. This is a backplane board. Board Sort does buy these in a category of its own. Obviously I have to take the bracket off. Also a backplane board. Pretty good one actually. Nice gold fingers, some nice chips, good gold recovery. So I'll take the bracket off. That'll be sold as a backplane board. Now I tend to think that there's a screw in here. Could be. I'm not going to take the battery off until I decide that I'm going to sell this. If I decide to sell it to a recycler, God, I'm dropping everything this morning. If I decide I'm going to sell it to a recycler, yes, I'll take the board off. But if I decide to sell it to somebody who wants to buy it for the board, I don't want to be responsible for breaking this. So that will stay. These should pull up. Pretty sure there's a screw in here. Okay, there's a hole here and a slot here, so the board has to go this way to come out. And again, a lot of times you'll see me just cut these. Well, I'm not going to do that because maybe somebody's going to want this board. I don't know. I tend to think that it's old technology. I don't really think anybody's going to want it. But it takes nothing to look. I mean, it's not a big deal. Of course, if I break it taking it out, then there's no thought about it, right? Usually servers are pretty easy to get at and get apart because with the amount of money that they were worth, you know, if some component burns or breaks, you're going to want to just be able to get at it and take it out, and that'll be it. Let's see. Like I said, I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to break anything. Then it will be shred. Well, it's 40 degrees outside. At least it's not freezing cold. Ugh. We dodged a bullet yesterday. We were supposed to get a snowstorm in, and we didn't. Thank God. Ouch. And it's nice and warm out now, so hopefully it'll melt some of this ice we've had. Okay, beautiful. Good. So far so good, I haven't broken anything. And again, you know, part of me doing this, as I told you before, is really to show you what to expect inside some of these servers, in case you get an opportunity to buy a pallet full of them like I did. You know, you don't want to go buy a bunch of rubbish. You got to kind of have some idea what's going in there, and you know what you can expect. Obviously, if you can get your e-scrap for free, yeah, I mean, I love it when I can get stuff for free. But with having a YouTube channel, you have to post content on, you know, almost a daily basis, and to do that, I had to make sure I had enough merchandise, not merchandise, but enough product to do that. I'm going to do very well overall on this. The most important thing is that I have really made a friend here. This guy's going to use me for data destruction. He actually looked at a couple of my videos on how I dispose of the hard drives and stuff, and it was through that he decided to use me, because I promised him I would dispose of the hard drives, which I did. Okay. I mean, there were some good things. There was some real goodness in this board too. Not, I just got one set of wires here. Come on, don't break them out. I've got these splits on the top of my thumbs from the dry weather. Boy, oh boy, try and get anything out of anywhere with this damn thumb. Again, I don't want to break this. You know what? Just do it this way. Oops. I think I missed a screw right there. Sometimes another thing that would be holding your board in are risers, so you have to look through to make sure you got all the risers and all the screws out. It only takes one. All you need is one. Okay, I didn't break it. Okay, come to me, darling. I might have to get this out of the way. I shouldn't, but I might. And again, that's why we have instructional videos. You do pretty well, actually, with servers. I mean, you get a nice chunk of steel. It's galvanized steel. That'll make you put it in with light iron. But light iron is actually coming up a little bit in price. For those of you who scrap, that's really good news. And me, I just want the stuff out of the house as fast as humanly possible. And I think by the end of this weekend, I really will be out from under this big order, which would be really good. And hopefully, I'll get the rest of this stuff shipped out the board sort over the weekend. I did really, really well with those battery backup thingies. And yeah, we did really well with those. Hello, there you are, you little stowaway. Okay. You hear me say it all the time. If you can't get it to come out easily, you've just missed something. Shape grabbing. Okay, quiz time, children and students. What kind of board do you think this is? And don't say server board. Ha ha ha. Now remember, I left the battery on only because I may sell it and I don't want to break it. Otherwise this would be okay, so it's green, so it's a green motherboard. It's coming out of a server. Now take a look here. Can I fit a quarter in there? No. So that will make it a small socket, and in this case it's going to be a small metal socket, dual metal socket, green motherboard. I probably will take this off because, as I said, it's a real pain in the ass when you have to ship these, and brackets are just everywhere. But again, I'm not sure who I'm going to ship it to, so if somebody wants to buy the board as is, I'm gonna sell it that way. All right, cool. Great board, another great vintage board. I'm gonna leave these on because of the possibility I may sell it to an individual as opposed to a recycler. Lots of chips. Really a very good, very densely populated, very nice board. Server boards tend to have their own category. Like dual metal socket, green motherboard. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen a server board that isn't green. These green boards have a lot of copper in them, and they're very thick. So server boards, they take a lot of heat. They process a lot of information. So they tend to be a very good quality board. Okay, so as I said, just for this particular video, well, crap. That makes the decision for me. This one's going to have to get scrapped because the quarter broke. Shit. That's okay. Win a few, you lose a few. They must have. It probably would be okay because that's just a holder. There's not really anything doing. But you know what? That's as far as I'm concerned now, that is scrap. All day long, I'm not taking that chance. I don't need to. Crap. Alright, so that's going to get scrapped. So now that I know I'm going to scrap it and sell it to board sort, this comes off, this comes off, this comes off, that comes off, that comes off, that comes off. And that board will be ready to sell. Okay, nice and heavy. On to the next event. Oh, and I was so careful too. Okay, pouty face. All right, gang. See you later. Stay wonderful. Catch you later.